What's beef? Beef is when you out here in these streets. Oh man, what's going on? So I'm not at work, so I want to do this video over. Man, hold on, let me get the notes. Okay, so let's talk about it. Man, I am fucking heartbroken. I can say this. Over the past few months, I ain't been on here. I've been taking in a lot of information, situations, um, just overall a lot of things been going on. Not bad, not good, not in between. It's just life, learning, experiences. And it's almost heartbreaking to hear what you've been learning, man. And it's like, for those who knew the truth, for those who knew the truth and were fearful about us finding out the truth, oh, you deserve to go down first. You guys deserve to go down first. I don't even blame the people who don't know what's going on, who are just ignorant and mean and fucking racist and horrible for no fucking reason. Like, because they're ignorant to the fact of why they just hate the skin color. They don't know why they're supposed to hate us. They just know they're supposed to hate us. I'm blaming the motherfuckers who know about this shit. Oh, I'm really pissed off about these motherfuckers who knew about it, who didn't want to change it. And it's like, when white people used to come to me and say, I can't believe, y'all actually waking up. A white Jewish woman came to me and like she asked me how I was doing because she loved my spirit. She was just like, and she asked me when I was working. I always tell people I do not work on Saturdays. That's my Sabbath day. That's my day to share with God and myself. You know what I'm saying? And I make that very clear. And so she looked at me in amazement. She was like, you guys are finally waking up. She's like, I'm Jewish myself. And she showed me her little, she had some leggings on that had like the 6-point star, the candles and everything. Me personally, I don't follow the religion. I just know I'm a Jew, I'm an Israelite, I'm a Hebrew. I follow within my spirit. I use the commandments as a guidance throughout my life and how I make my decisions. Because those are written in stone. You know what I mean? Somebody just could write on a piece of paper. I don't respect that. Somebody who wrote some stuff in stone, oh, I'm gonna respect that because that's blood, sweat, and tears going in behind that. And I know it was struck into the rock. I get it, but either way, that's the most difficult process to put some freaking words on, and for somebody not to respect that type of artwork or that type of work is horrible. That's just like you doing your best work ever and you presenting it to the world and they just like, oh, whatever to that. No, you're gonna feel some type of way. You know? So my guys, my girls, my fellow Americans, let's see if you can remember this commercial. Man, this one got me so mad because like America has lied to us for so fucking long, man. I'm so fucking heartbroken about the lies they have told to us. So you mean to tell me that Africa has been supplying everything for so long, everything to the whole world, man, to the whole world, and this the commercials y'all was showing us. How many of y'all remember this the commercial right here? This is the commercial that broke everybody's fucking hearts in America and had us like, oh my God, we gotta donate. We gotta do all we can. You know, especially as black people. Hold on. Changing handy for the Lord, where all can be restored. Be your love child. Be your love child. No, this ain't it. This the hold on. It's the little boy we used to see on the commercials. All the time with the sad stories and the sad music in the background. This child is homeless. For 20 cents a day, you could feed a child here in Africa. So you mean to tell me that they were going through all of that and they didn't have to? Because only reason why they were going through all that is because you guys wouldn't give them their fair share. So the people who needed these items from Africa, from all over the world, took from these people and not even giving them their fair share. Not one of them. And then you mean to tell me that because they said, well, they looked around, they seen all their people, they seen their crazy, they seen their land, and they all y'all gotta remember, like y'all said, Africans don't stay in Africa. They travel and they come back to die in their home, on their hometown. So they've been around the world and they've heard the stories, they've seen it, they've experienced, and they've seen everything that we have created through what they have given us. And they don't have any of that to show for themselves. And the fact that they actually want it, they say, you know what, enough's enough. Either you give us our fair share, or you don't get nothing no more. That's fair. So, in what mind, in whose mind, is it okay to say, nope, we like it the way it's been going? Oh well. You are a disgusting individual if you actually fight this war. You are a disgusting individual if you participate in this war. This shit is concerning, dog. It almost made me feel like, you know how they say, oh, um, it's okay to look the other way. Because you think you're helping out somebody. I done did it a couple times. I done looked the other way a couple times. I got paid for it. But then I paid for it. You know, people look at me like I'm an asshole now. And they've been looking at me like I'm an asshole for like, I think since like 2018. Because there was a change in me. You know, I don't think it's okay to look the other way. I don't think it's okay to take money take bribes, because you don't know how much you're affecting. You could be affecting generations and generations. You could be helping out somebody you don't even like and you don't even know. All because of your greed and your selfishness and you not thinking of the next man and their family. How could, yeah, it can help your family right now, but how could it affect everybody else's family around you and then come back and affect you? Because no, it won't affect you at that moment, but eventually it will affect you. Because the same thing they trying to bribe you and get you to say yes to and get your money to. They only need a few people to do that in order to change whatever it is that the whole everybody else is sitting looking and saying no to. Like, nah, this ain't cool, this ain't good. Cause they see something, and just because you want your pockets filled, you say, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Shit, I want this, and I want to buy a house, and I want my American dream. So shit, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what you need to know, or do what you need me to do, and yeah, you can pay me, and it's gonna be cool. Yeah, 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 whatever. They be alright. They be alright. And then 20, 30 years later, your children start to experience what you avoided, but your kids can't avoid it. Only you did. It ain't gonna hit your kids until it's the point where you can't help them. So they like 20, 30 years old. That's what I learned about bribes. You know, not just from my experience, just from watching everybody. My shit wasn't even that deep. you know, but it's still categorized in it. It don't make me no better. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson, I love that song, Michael Jackson. Man in the Mirror. I don't know. I probably said it a thousand times. And I didn't really like Michael in the beginning. I didn't realize why people were crying to his music. But that man will make you change your life if you really listening to him. Accountability is everything, man. That falls under whether doing the right thing or doing the wrong thing. Accountability, holding yourself accountable. What would JD do? What would Jesus do? Huh? Or what would Yahweh do? Or what would Almighty do? What would the light do? What would Muhammad, Allah do? Like, what would your higher self, if you weren't thinking about just yourself, or if you were just thinking about the whole world and everything in it, that one decision, what would they do? Are you in that vibration? Are you in that thinking mode when you make decisions? It used to take me a long time to make decisions on things because people didn't understand. I didn't understand that my vibration was low and I was struggling between doing the right thing and doing the wrong thing. And that shit was always a hard decision. It would take me so long to decide. And I had I remember I had this one chick who was like she got mad at me because I took so long to make decisions, and she was just like, damn, it ain't even that fucking hard. I was like, it made me realize that it took me a long time to just decide, and I need to change my vibration. You know what I'm saying? I had to make a choice, and I had to really look at myself. I hold myself accountable for decisions that I make in my life, and understand every decision that I make in my life is the reason why I'm in the position that I am in now. And you know, there's signs, there's warnings. You hear things, you feel things, you know things. You know when they're about to come up, but certain things you do ignore. You know what I'm saying? Put to the back burner. You be like, nah, no, it's good. Like, okay, say my car, say your car, all right? You have a feeling like, I might need to buy such and such for the car, because you know what? I know it's about that time, and yeah. But you really want to go over here. They got this concert coming out, right? And you really want to go to that concert, but you kind of need that too. So you make the conscious decision, hey man, well, I know I need this, but I want that. So you be like, man, I can go ahead and make that money back real quick, you know what I'm saying, by doing this and this and this, and I can still go to this. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this first, what I want, and then, what I'm saying, what I need, I'll be all right. Then it come down to that day where you get what you want, you know, your want come through, and then your need fall out on you. You know what I'm saying? But you had that feeling in your heart way before all this situation happened, way before you even got what your want or your need. You had that feeling before you need to take care of that need for that want. But you thought you could take care of both of them by taking care of your want first and then going back to your need. Mm-mm. Your needs are important. Your needs to survival are important. Your wants can be fulfilled after your needs are taken care of. And I guess that's the world we live in now, is people take care of their wants before their needs. And then that's why we see so many homeless people. To be real with you, people want to be happy. They don't need to be happy. They want to be happy. It's not a necessity for people to be happy. It's a want. And I guess the reason why people don't want the necessity to be happy is because the necessity is the essence of the necessities to be happy are so expensive now. It's almost like people don't want to. People don't want. Everybody don't want to run that full stretch that they have on this monopoly board. Everybody don't want to keep rolling that dice. Some people get tired of shaking that dice in their hand and throwing it out on the board, seeing the number that they get, and they go to that space. They don't know whether they're gonna get hit with some taxes, some luxury taxes. They don't know if they're gonna land on somebody expensive ass rent. They don't know if the land is available for them to buy and if they got the money to buy it. They don't even know if they're gonna get bankrupt. They don't know if they're gonna be able to make it to the next payday to collect their $200. They put it right in our faces. God dog it. And you know what's crazy? Africa said, we don't care what you want anymore. We need damn your wants. It's our necessities over your need, over our wants, over our selfishness. That's what Africa's waking up and realizing. Our people need things. You want what we have. So you're gonna need to come through this wall to come get it. I pray that Africa, the whole Africa unites and stands together in this war. Cause that's gonna be trippy. And you know what the crazy thing is? You know what I love about Africans? I don't really like them that much. But one thing I do love about them is their willingness to get the truth out. The athleticism. The motherfuckers fast as hell. Just watching them play soccer, like it's crazy. A footwork is amazing. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like my footwork ain't even that good. Focus, determination. I pray that all of them unite. Just imagine all that going against you. It should be a great example for the Americans over here. We need answers still. We know the answer. I know the answer now. Now I know the answer. I'm ready for them to admit it. I'm ready for them to apologize and go back home. Especially if you knew. If you didn't know, no. Well, now you know. So what they're saying is, if this is true, what they're saying, America, America belongs to us. We are real, truly the indigenous. We are truly the quote unquote Indians that occupied this land. I was the pilgrim. My ancestors, not me personally, but my spirit, because my spirit didn't travel through this lifetime a couple times. So you mean to tell me my ancestors went through this? This is my ancestors. You stole from my ancestors. So you slid up. So you basically made you separated the two stories. You know what I'm saying? Like on how you conquered the land in the slavery period. There was two parts to that story. And the first part was when you got here. You didn't tell us that it was blacks when you first got here. Americans are fucked up. Just you hear what I'm saying? I'm just listening. I'm listening to what I'm saying, and I just had to stop just now. But like, the whole thing is just disgusting. It's disgusting. That you rather just You rather just tell a lie just so you can get your way and bribe other blacks like Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, to just go along with the story, or you'll kill their families too. What made y'all better than Yahweh, the Almighty, the light, where y'all just couldn't sacrifice yourselves? Just keep putting that message out. Just keep putting that message out. Just keep putting that message out. The greed of survival, the greed of your avatar. Most people ain't willing to do what Almighty did for us. Put everything on the line for what they believe in. And to be honest with you, y'all, I don't blame Yahweh for wanting to come back and cleanse this land. We've been a fool. I wanted to sacrifice my life for other things, but for humanity, for all, for not just my children to have a great future and to have a stress-free life, but for all children to not to worry have to worry about being sex trafficked, or can actually learn about who they are, how they're supposed to develop and help other people develop into just a greater being, how we can help one another. That's the type of world I would want my children to grow up in. I was so scared to have children for so long. I used to say, I'm not going to have no kids. The world is my children. I have to take care of the world because these y'all act like babies when y'all don't get y'all way. It's like I gotta take care of them. These my precious kids. Do you hear me? And like I used to say that all the time. Right? People just used to laugh at me. We used to just laugh about it. And one day I got sick. You know, I got real sick and I started passing out. You know what I mean? And me, I know I take care of myself. I don't do much. I was scared to go to the doctor because I knew there was something seriously wrong with me. And I did not. Me being selfish, I did not want to go to the doctor to find out what was going on with me. So one day, you know, I had made it, like, this was after I had made my deal with Yahweh Almighty. Like, you get to a certain point in life sometimes where, you know, um, you tired of taking it all in your hands. So I had made a deal with Yahweh, I was like, man, I'm gonna just follow these 10 commandments. And I said, I'm gonna follow the 10 commandments, and I just need you to just Believe me, I don't want no more stress in my life. I just want to be stable. All this stuff I'm going through, I don't know what. So I know I'm motivated to do it. I know I can do it, but I just don't understand why everything's not connecting together. And I used to just get so fucking frustrated about it. And so, um, I made this deal. I said, I'm about to start following the Ten Commandments. Everything on it. I don't care what it is. There's 20,000 laws in the United States of America. There's only 10 freaking commandments. I said, the United States is asking for my mercy. God is just asking for 10 things. Fuck it. Let's try it. So I made it. I made a deal with him. And then things started to change. So I was like, so one day I wasn't feeling good again. So I was scared this time. Now I'm doing this. I'm not putting my wants before my needs now. I'm putting my needs before my wants. You know what I mean? So we go back to that. So I'm sitting there and I look at my manager because I had literally just helped him get that position because I seen he was down on his luck and there was a way I could help him and I helped him. You know what I mean? It didn't matter what color he was, even though I'm fucking pissed. Even though I'm pissed with white people and I can't stand the shit that y'all do, I will still give y'all a helping hand if I can. If I feel like, you know, you cool enough, you been alright to me, and you deserve that. Yes, I'll help you. That don't mean I ain't fucking pissed off at all this shit that's going down and around us. But I'll help you. I don't want to see you drown. But back to the story. uh, so I was sitting there, I'm just like looking, and I'm like, yo, I was like, man, I looked at him, I said, I don't feel good. And he was like, well, what's wrong? I said, so I feel like I'm about to pass out. So I feel like I was feeling, first time I passed out at work. So he looked at me, he was like, he knew I was serious. Cause I don't talk like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not this fucking vulnerable. And so he looks at me, he says, okay. So we'll go to the hospital. And I look at him. I was like, I don't want to go. I said, I don't want to go, but I know I have to. And there was another reason why I didn't want to go because I was dating this chick that every time she felt a pain, she went to the hospital. I was like, damn, bitch. Like, you go to the hospital for everything. Literally, the doctor was like, yeah, she comes to, we know her by first name and last name. So that's the ER too. So, so I go to the ER and shit. So I'm like, man. So I call my ex up and I tell her to come to the ER with me. Take me to the ER. She takes me. I asked her to take me to the hospital close by my mom's house. That was out in Rayford. So we went out there, and I got the most heartbreaking news I could ever find out. Me being over fucking dramatic, cause I am. Some things like when they hit me, it's like, oh my God, Lord Jesus, don't do me like this. Hey man, like for real, like I'm just like whatever. I like to try to at least try to help find some humor later on down the line to laugh at the situation, you know. Even though I'm going through some dumb stuff, I like to laugh at myself later on because like nigga, what is wrong with you? But yeah. Anyway, so they ran some blood tests and they was like they rushed me to the back and they was like you are unusually low on blood. Say they told me that I only had like 5 quarts of blood in me and it's supposed to be 12, well 5 pints or whatever. I don't know. It's five. It's supposed to be 12. And I was like, okay. And they was like, how are you even walking right now? And I looked at it and I said, I'm a warrior. Stupid. Okay. Anyway. Oh man. So like she just looks at me, they put blood, they give me a blood transfusion, they run some tests, and they come back and they tell me, you have a mass in your stomach and we just wanted to make sure you wasn't pregnant. And I was like, bitch, I ain't pregnant. I don't do dick, so I ain't pregnant. So they told me I had a thyroid tumor on my uterus, and it was very, very big. And it's been there for a while. And I just sat there and I thought about it. I said, yeah, I can only imagine when that came in. There's been so many warnings, so many signs. So many things, but I was worried about so many people, so many other people, and not me. So, when she told me, it kind of messed me up. And I guess when I told my mom, me and my mom found out first. And then, because my ex went back to work, when she came back, because she didn't take my hospital visit serious, because she always goes to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? She didn't think nothing of it. She thought I was just gonna be fine, just like she is. But when they told me that, I called her and I told her I was crying. I was like, yo, I got a tumor. Me being over dramatic. You sound like, damn man, like me being in my feelings. And that's another thing. Get the fuck out your feelings. Fuck your feelings. Your heart is the worst thing that could ever exist in your whole fucking body. Oh man, like, and to further back my claim, read it in the Bible. Like it's in the Bible. It has to be. I know it is because that's the that's the worst thing you could ever decide from is your heart. You know. And but anyway, she I told her what was going on. She didn't believe me, and I guess I guess she was upset. I don't really understand. I really don't comprehend that situation and why it happened the way it happened. But I found out this news in the beginning of the month of her birthday, and then I found out like, yeah, she was cheating on me with her ex, and logically, me speaking, I should have seen that shit coming, bro. Me just being in my fucking emotions and in my feelings, like I was just being stupid, and I just wanted some shit to work, and like me now, like that whole situation, everything that trickled down from this situation that happened, changed my whole outlook on everything. How I treat people, how I treat myself, and who comes first. You know, whatever pleases me in my situation. If you don't fit, if you don't fit like a puzzle piece, it's either you're like a friend or an associate that I see, or it's just I'm just not vibing with you at all, and I just don't even want to speak to you, and I'm okay with that. But I told her I had the tumor. Uh, you know, I guess she got upset about that. That she didn't believe me at first. You know what I mean? And like I was just kind of like going through it. Like me, I'm like, damn, am I gonna die? Am I gonna live? You know what I'm saying? Like but they told me it's non-binary, so that means it's not cancerous. So I was like, cool, But how am I gonna get this thing out? Because I don't got no damn insurance. You know what I'm saying? Paying for that shit. Fuck Obama and his god doggone tax. Tax me, bitch. If I ain't had to pay for it now, I shouldn't have to pay for it ever. Fuck you talking about? I should not have to pay for health insurance. That's an option. If you want to give me health insurance because you, as an U.S. government, love your people so much and you want to help us produce for you, yeah, go ahead, give me that shit. But don't fucking charge me for nothing that I ain't asked for. Shit, I'm already paying for motherfucking insurance I ain't asked for. But just because I have a want to want it. I want the cars. So I gotta pay for the insurance. I didn't ask to fucking be here. The fuck? That's the only thing I ain't asked to do. And you can't prove that I asked to be here. So damn it. It's either you give it to me because you love me so much for even making it to this motherfucker and helping you grow as a motherfucking country. Or you just leave me the fuck alone and leave my pockets alone too. So shit, it's either one. And it's fucked up, and I feel like honestly, I wanna sue the American government for domestic abuse. I feel like you put my back against the rope. It's almost like when I say no, when I say no to a man, and they say, it's either you give me this pussy, it's either you give me this pussy, or you get out there on that street and you walk that corner. It's either one of the two. And that's what the United States of America government does to me. They make me feel like that. You either pay this tax, or you live out on the street. You dirty, dirty little thing. I don't want to hear nothing else from you. You hush your mouth. There's no more options. That's what the United States government makes me feel. And yeah, man, I want to sue their ass. Because that's not based off what this country was built on. That's not the principle this country was based off of. And I don't even want to say, not just the United States, I want to sue the federal government and the IRS. I want to name them out. Call them out by name. I want to sue, and I want the American people as a whole, because the 13th Amendment, that's a great point. 13th Amendment was stricken out. Let's look this up. Hold on, on my phone. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Can you tell me about the 13th Amendment? Oh, hold on. Hey Siri, can you tell me about the 13th Amendment? Can you tell me about the 13th Amendment?
Here's some information.
The 13th Amendment to the United States Constitution has abolished slavery and involuntary servitude. Ah, fuck. Hold on. My phone dying, y'all. Servitude except as punishment for crime. Okay, so the 13th Amendment is where they played us. Not just black folks, all Americans. You know what? And I was just thinking, like, it was like, man, the people that were happy with slavery and how things were going were so upset by the people, the little bit of the overall people who said, no, this is wrong. You know, this is why I say I'm mad at y'all for knowing the truth, but not fucking wanting to change it. This is why I say I'm mad, but I still help you out. Because even though you know, some of y'all were supposed to not like us, you still helped us out. And that's what it's about. That's really what it's about. I might have an issue with you, but if I see that you need help, if I see you need some water to drink, and I got a whole bunch of water over here, you see my water fountain, you know what I'm saying? But you know, you dry over there. Why not give you some to help feed your family? So you won't be over here trying to creep and steal my shit. Just steal it. Why not just help you out, give you some, so you can got doggone go ahead and do what you need to do over there and do what you will do what make you happy. Why starve you? You know what I'm saying? So they at least got upset about us getting together and helping each other and actually winning. So they came up with this monopoly system. This monopoly board, this monopoly fucking board system. And everybody who created the game already had an advantage on the system, man. Those are were your bankers. The people who created the game, this monopoly system in real life form is your bankers and your real estate agents who've been around since the banks have existed. And I'm just putting all this together just by thinking about the game when it started, the 13th Amendment. Because the 13th Amendment made all of us slaves. Anybody who didn't own real estate or a bank at that time. So if you are not a part of that clan, if your family wasn't a part of that, then trust me, you are a slave to this day. And your family, one of your family members helped out one of my family members. Just know that. So again, that's why I'm fucking mad that all of us been fucking cowards. It's not just black people; it's white people too. If this is the case, we being fucking cowards as American people. We being fucking cowards. If this is the case, if we fought side by side, remember the Titans showed us that if we put all the bullshit aside, we can work together and be victorious. Movies have been telling us for years. All we gotta do is get along. All the slaves gotta do is just realize we are all slaves and turn to Charles Schwab's, turn to Vanderbilt, turn to BlackRock, turn to all these federal owned companies that's hidden through smaller companies, quote unquote. They hide their faces through smaller companies. That's why I understand why they have. I'm gonna just be honest. I understand why they have, why people have an issue with gays, and I'm gonna say that. And it's a touchy situation for me because I'm happy with who I am and how I dress. But I will announce who I am and how I am. It's not like it's a big secret that I am a woman who likes to cover up. I don't want my hair showing too much. I don't want my body parts out. I don't like, and yeah, I like to look good. So yeah, hey man, if I want to dress like a dude and just make sure everything is covered, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. If I don't want to get pregnant and I still want to bust one, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick the alternative route. It's to make me happy. I'm not here to turn nobody's children any type of way, but I understand where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from, cause I see a lot of crazy, 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 crazy stuff out here, boy. People are sick. People are sick. People are fucking selfish and sick. And it's almost like once you realize you didn't fucked up, you just kind of like, damn, you sit in that situation, you're like, you know, I can't believe I just did that. But damn, it's done. I gotta live with that. That's why some people go crazy. They battling with themselves. And why the fuck did I just do that? So I I I understand that people don't like to live in confusion. I don't either. That's why I make who I am clear. And that's why people have, I guess, have an issue with the gay community now, because the gay community wants people to have confusion and just kind of want to keep them guessing. And yeah, that's cool and it's fun for children to play that game, but we not children. We adults here, and we need things to be clear. I need things to be clear. What you want from me, I need that to be clear. I don't need you playing a game on, yeah, I want it, but no, I was just playing. I don't really want that. I want this. No, like, that's horrible to play with somebody's mindset like that. So I understand what the heterosexual community is when it comes down to the gay community, my community. I get it. Even I like to play and flirt sometimes, and like I have to understand, like, people's feelings are fucking real. This thing that I don't like, this thing that keeps everything else flowing, even though I don't like it, is there and it's real, and it can ultimately decide how people treat other people, and it ultimately could decide how I treat other people, because how you make this feel controls every movement around you, even here, man. So when people say I don't care, You've been careless with what you sending out to this world. So, because what you do from here penetrates the blood that your heart pumps out. You know, your heart is a pump, and it pumps out. You know what I'm saying? And it pumps the blood to throughout your whole body, throughout your fingertips, toes. It sends signals everywhere. It says it pumps signals. And whatever your heart has, whatever you have on your heart, whatever it weighs, jealousy, love, envy, friendly, anything you can be, it's in you. And it lies here first. So if you lie with the start in the stage of confusion, and you want people to be confused in life, then that's what you're going to have on your heart. If you want people to think clearly and have clear thoughts about what they're going to go through in life, then that's what you're going to have in your heart, and that's what it's going to protrude out of you. And then that's what people are going to see. I have some of these things in me, and those things I check on a daily. You know, my anger, check that shit on a daily, man. I just I just want people to understand. It took me a long time to get here. And people didn't understand. Like I'm talking to someone now who like gets upset when even a Mexican says the word nigga. I don't care. Those are words. Words don't hurt me. Your intentions hurt me. What's in this, hurts me. What lies in your heart hurts me. So I want you to be as clear headed and as focused and as honest with yourself as possible throughout life. And you find that group of people, you know, that mess with you and have understanding. We all just got to try to have more understanding for each other and understanding why we feel the way we feel. It might not make sense, but shit, I get it, man. Like shit, like daddy was there to take me to the fair to change my underwear. Dum, dum. Daddy was there. All right, that's my Austin Powers moment for tonight. Shagadelic, baby. Yeah. I'm about to go watch that movie. All right, y'all. But I do got mad love for all my communities, all my races. I do. I get angry. I ain't gonna lie, especially when an old god doggone grandma or old grandpa be watching me in the store, like a motherfucker. Like I did not come to this cash register and I ain't just swipe everything and be honest with how many bags I got in the line. Like, yeah, that shit be pissing me off that I'm so honest and I'm still just protruding that out. And I got old ass people just trying to act like some god doggone slave seer or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then meanwhile you got Becky back here, got doggone making sure that they looking at me while I guess we've been the wingman for white people stealing for a while. We've been that wingman for our fellow other slave brothers. and sisters, the poor other poor whites, to got dog gonna get away with all this shit. I'm telling you, for real. That's because the people, the people who's been selling the other whites out, been getting paid. They've been getting paid to just to make sure they take a look at the black folks. So you gotta take a look at the now you gotta take a look at the people in the office, because now you gotta take a look. That's where it's coming from. Why are these laws getting passed? Who's taking these bribes to make my fellow grandpa or grandma look, keep looking at these people, not look at everybody? Huh? Who keep taking these bribes? Now you gotta look at who's living good and who's not. Who's living good in these times and who's not. Right now, I see a lot of good white people getting put out, and it's heartbreaking. I'm not gonna fucking lie, like it's heartbreaking, man, to see some of my friends get put out, and I can't help them, because if I help them, then I'm gonna be in that situation too. It's not good, man. And it's not just one race who built this country. One race started this country. Yes, this was us. But our dumbasses got tricked out of a lot of shit. We made agreements and we didn't follow through with consequences because these fools did not want to keep their end of the deal. And you know how I know this happened? Because it happened every day in real life, in real time today. How many times have you went to a job and you had an interview with somebody and they told you that they're going to pay you or they're going to do this for you, and then once you get in there, you do everything they ask you to do, and then they say, oh, well, the terms and the conditions have changed because you've already signed some piece of paper that you thought that had everything that they said, and they said it, but they're not actually following through with it. They're only giving you half ass. You understand? And then you gotta raise your voice, and then you gotta stomp your feet. Why do you even have to do all that? Just be fucking fair. Don't be greedy, be fair. And so that's why I will be angry with anybody who participates in this war and not even, and sit here and how dare you judge them people over there when you can't even look yourself in the fucking face and face your own fucking country when they're doing the same fucking thing to you that they're doing to them. And you want to go over there and fight for that stupid ass shit too, so they can come back and do it to your children 20 times worse? They trying to put chips in your fucking kids. They want to put chips in your kids. They gave your kids social security numbers. They gave you are a bank account. You are a cash cow. And you ain't even benefiting from it. You're a cash cow to the whole world, and you ain't even benefiting from it, not one bit. You getting crumbs, bro. You getting bigger crumbs than the Africans, I can say that. And because they giving out bigger shit. In order for them to convince us to go over there and fuck them up and continue this shit, then they had to give us a whole sandwich and not crumbs. They had to give us a whole fucking sandwich, a little piece of meat, a little lettuce, a little tomato, a little onion, You can sizzle that. You can put the little butter to the onions. You know what I'm saying? Make sure them onions is caramel just right for them. However they want it, just give it to them. Cause when it come time to war and come time to me, we need to continue this bullshit. I'm gonna need them to be ready to go. Fuck no. Fuck no. If you make them people over there suffer, trust me, your kids will forever and a day suffer. Do unto others how you want them to do unto you. Ask your government why. Come on, man. We all know they fucking us over. Let's just put the bullshit aside. I know I piss some white folks off. I know I do. And I don't be giving a fuck sometimes. Because sometimes y'all deserve it. And I know y'all piss me off. And I know y'all don't give a fuck sometimes because sometimes we deserve it. But it's cool. Let's just have understanding for one another. Let's have understanding that we have a greater task ahead of us. And even though I don't have children, I love you guys and I understand that some of y'all want to create children. I understand y'all want to continue this marathon. My spirit is just tired of living in an avatar, I guess. And I just kind of want to just, my final kabang in my spiritual life, in this spiritual journey, will want to help bring everyone together and have understanding for one another. Because, like, I don't know, I guess there's so many gays and lesbians now. Because I always looked at it like this. This is my final kabang in an avatar. I don't ever want to be in an avatar again. My spirit wants to travel this world and just kind of like bless people through that way. You know what I mean? And just kind of not like have to deal with the emotions of people ever again. You know, I want to help put a hand to someone's heart and make them feel warm. That sounds so corny, but it's true. It's my last go. It's my last go, and I wanted to be. I wanted to make sure that I get this message out. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't understand me finding out all this shit. Like, it is truly heartbreaking, man. And I know if a lot of my, like, a lot of these white folks really knew what was going on. A lot of them be like, oh shit, okay, what, they ain't fight for this shit. The other ones be like, damn, for real? Oh, that's not fair. That's not right. Y'all deserve that. So that's who I'm looking. That's who I'm calling upon. The ones who have humanity in their heart, who have a light on their heart and in their spirit. We gotta stop this shit, man. We cannot go to war for these people. We cannot go to war for these people. They want to kill each other. Let them kill each other. Let them go fight on their own fucking battlefield. Let Putin bitch ass get out there. Let motherfucking whoever Kim Jong Un, let Joe Biden, let all their ass get on the fucking front line and let us watch them fucking fight. Do not send your children out there. Do not send yourselves out there. Let them fucking fight. And if they don't want to fucking fight each other, they want to hit a fucking button, let's go after their asses. Damn going after each other. Cause we all y'all want to do is let the world continue. Let the world grow. And they just trying to destroy it because one of them ain't getting their fucking way. Man, y'all better cut the pipeline for y'all children. If y'all ain't gonna do it for nobody else's sake, do it for your fucking children. I don't even got kids. And I can't have kids. So I'm not doing this for me. I'm not even speaking like this for me. I'm speaking like this for every child that's possibly being born. I'm speaking for my nieces and my nephews. And their children's children. And their children's children's children. How dare y'all put all their lives at risk? Even though they ain't here, you're putting their lives at risk by continuously playing this fucking game with them. It's either everybody stand up and say, look here, okay, y'all want to go to war? This is how we want the war to be now. Oh, y'all that want to fight, let's get in the ring. Let's do a Game of Thrones style then, bitch. Since y'all want to kill each other, since y'all want to see people die, let's see who gonna fucking survive. Don't put your fucking people, man. And if you're gonna go fight, if you're gonna participate in this shit, at least fight for the right reasons. Fight the right fucking people. It's just horrible what I've been hearing and what I've been seeing, and it's heartbreaking, and it's almost like the nerve and the audacity of some people. I gotta go. I've been on here about an hour. Um, I'll see y'all later. Peace.